Artificial satellites. All this is made possible by the satellites. Satellites are the celestial bodies that orbit a planet. The gravitational force provides the centripetal force to the satellite to revolve around the planet. Satellites are of two types, natural and artificial. Moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth. It is the largest natural satellite of any planet in the solar system. It completes one revolution around the Earth in 27.3 days. However, the technological advancements have enabled us to put many man-made satellites in different orbits around the Earth. These satellites are known as artificial satellites.
Three, two, one, zero.
Rocket launching vehicle is used to launch the satellite into their orbits. Each launching vehicle has different size and number of stages. As each stage finishes its task, it is ejected from the rocket and the engine of the next stage begins to fire. As the action of last stage of the rocket launcher is completed, the satellite gets separated and is set free into the space. After this, all the equipments of the satellites responsible for receiving signal from the Earth and sending them back at receiving stations are tested. After this successful testing, the satellite attains its final position in the space. Telecommunication satellites are designed to receive the signal from the Earth and transmit it into their coverage areas. A signal is sent from the transmitting station, which is sent back to the receiving stations by the satellites. This helps us to establish television, internet, and other communications. Geostationary satellites. These are the satellites that revolve around the Earth in circular orbits in the equatorial plane. In case of a geostationary satellite, its own motor pushes it into its circular orbit. This orbit is known as the geostationary orbit. Geostationary satellite should be located at a height of about 36,000 km above the equator of the Earth. Also, its period of revolution should be equal to the period of rotation of the Earth, that is, 24 hours. Polar satellites. These are the satellites that revolve around the Earth in polar orbits. A polar orbit is the one whose angle of inclination with the equatorial plane of the Earth is 90 degrees. A polar satellite revolves at a height of nearly 800 km from the Earth's surface and can cross any altitude many times a day. In one revolution, a polar satellite can cover only a small strip of the Earth. In the next orbit, the adjacent strip of the Earth is viewed. During the entire day, the whole Earth can be viewed strip by strip. Thus, a geostationary satellite revolves around the Earth in circular orbit in the equatorial plane and has a time period of 24 hours, while a polar satellite revolves around the Earth in polar orbit and has a time period of approximately 10 minutes.